Hello everyone, it's me, Glitch-172, and today we're reviewing Shadow the Hedgehog. I have the misfortune of owning this game, and I want to talk about it, because I have nothing better to do. First off, let me get something perfectly clear. To those of you that defend Sonic 06, please, leave the room now. Just go on. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to bugger it with it. I will put you in a fire if you try to force my hand. Sonic 06 was a train wreck. Sonic Heroes was a slightly less train wreck. And Shadow the Hedgehog here was just a mild train wreck. You see, Shadow the Hedgehog could have been very good. Very, very, very good. Provided they did a few things that they decided not to, instead of taking it in the direction they did. So, you're probably wondering, Glitch, what the hell direction did they take it? Well, simply put, they took it this direction. You see all this? This is an illusion. If you want the true ending, you want the scripted, canon ending, you have to do all this. Get both the good and evil ending on the final levels to unlock the true story. Oh yeah, all of this right here, non-canon, does not exist. You have to do all this bullshit, all this nonsense to get the real ending, to get Shadow's true past. That's the rub. Good, evil, choice, in this game, they're an illusion. They are merely means to an end. To get the ultimate end, though, you have to do all of it. So choice is an illusion. Shadow's fate is predestined. You have no impact on it. So the very thing that it says on the back is a lie. But yeah, I'm gonna talk over this cutscene because I can't be fucking buggered. You have the text, so just fucking stop it if you want to read it. Sonic 06. Compared to this game, if you were to compare these games to train wrecks, which they are, Shadow the Hedgehog would be a train wreck that doesn't even make the news. Sonic 06 would be the train wreck that somehow manages to kill billions. Maria. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's that bad. Oh, and anyone that likes Mephiles the Dark, anyone that thinks he's a good villain, yeah, you can just go suck a dick. Yeah, because the main villains of the series, you know, Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman as he's called now, Black Doom, as far as we know, they're still alive. Dr. Robotnik, he's had mechs destroyed in lava, been blown up in space, plummeted into a volcano from orbit. Yeah, he's still alive, by the way. Black Doom, we're not even sure if he can fucking die. Yeah, he was stopped and defeated, yes, but is he dead? I would actually say yeah, he is, but whatever. Mephiles the Dark, on the other hand, not only is a Shadow clone, who, let's face it, Shadow himself is a clone of Sonic, in more or less, but yeah, he's a clone of Shadow, who Shadow's actually a more likable character who has better dialogue, which is kind of sad. But yeah, long story short, Mephiles the Dark wrote himself out of existence. His entire plan was essentially equivalently of writing himself out of existence. Sure, he took everything else with him, but you know, that was just a side effect, really. Whatever. Long story short, I hate Mephiles the Dark. You like him. If you like him and you talk about him liking him around me, I'm going to set you on fire. I will stab you in your sleep. Because I can't be buggered to resolve and talk logic with someone that likes someone so illogical. Okay? So I'm just gonna do genetics a favor and end you. That said, please enjoy as I actually have some skill at this game. This guy got lasered, so he's got me a gun. Okay, about the guns. They work. I really can't say more than that. They work, they have long range, they do good amounts of damage, and they make dealing with the enemies with a stupidly large life bars very easy. So I can't really complain. But you know what I can complain about? Shadow is the ultimate life form. He doesn't need guns. He can just shoot chi blasts of spear energy at people and just kill them or impale them or both. So really, the need for a gun is irrelevant. He can shoot energy from his hands in like an arrow fashion, making the gun irrelevant. But whatever. For the most part, it works, and I trust guns more than I trust the homing attack. Oh, quick fun fact. Sonic and characters like Sonic, well, pretty much every character that is an ally, every character that follows you around other than Black Doom's eye or Eggman's monitor can be controlled by a second player, which makes your life a lot easier. So yeah, having friends helps. By the way, if you do not have a gun, you can do melee attacks, which is pretty nice. It's good to have a attack that is not the homing attack. Unfortunately, the homing attack is prone to malfunction, so I trust guns more than I do it. This Chaos Emerald's just sort of there. It doesn't really have any significance. All the other Chaos Emeralds have significance. This is Doom's eye. This is Black Doom's sort of follower. He can't be buggered to follow you around in person and, you know, give you fire support. Heaven knows you'd need it. You know what would really be nice? Having Sonic follow you... Okay, here's another problem. You see this guy? I'm minding my own business. He runs into me, and he's hostile. These guys, I have Black Doom, their fucking leader following me, and they're still attacking me. That's the problem. If you're helping a specific side, their side should not attack you. But they didn't program that in, and thus I have to fight both sides. And when I shoot one of Black Doom's minions, he gets pissed at me, even though it's self-fucking-defense. Okay. So yeah, long story short, blah blah blah, this game is terrible. So yeah, a lot of problems with it. But it controls okay. It's not great, but it's not bad either, but, you know. When you don't have a gun, you can do melee, as I've said. It's kind of just there, but whatever, it helps. But whatever helps, you know? Also, Shadow has pretty impressive speed, thank God. Die! Die! Die, I said! But yeah, this is how the main game is. You complete objectives for either hero, neutral, or dark. Neutral is pretty much get to the end as fast as humanly possible. Or hedgehogly possible, I suppose. Whatever. Homing attack is very good, but at the same time, I wouldn't trust it to save my life. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, Shadow, thank God, has the ability to stop and wall climb. Wall climbing is unfortunately mandatory after a while, but hey, extra life! Yay! I don't need it, but whatever. Inside boxes, you can usually find shit, you know. Those gauges on top are essentially for the various elemental hero-villain sort of alignments. Oh yeah! Chaos Control. Chaos Control is a lot better than the red one because it allows you to skip majority of the level. See? You see? I was able to skip a crap load of the level, so whatever. I want the guns. So yeah, I've had enough of the story mode. I'm not going to beat this game. I'm not going to LP it. I'm not going to do any of that because I hate this game. So yeah. But wait, there's more. You see, if you haven't noticed already, there's a one-player game. Yeah, two-player game. So, I'm going to plug in a second controller, and I'm going to just turn it on, because this is the PS3 I'm playing this on. They're all wireless, so they're not tethered. Okay, here's the fun thing. You can play as Shadow. This mode is played as Shadow androids. Shadow behaves exactly as he does in the normal game. The androids, on the other hand,
let me show you what ultimate power is.
The androids, on the other hand, behave differently. I'll show that off. I'll turn it up because I actually want you to hear the intro. And also, we're going to be doing it on this base because it has something cool. Loading. 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 Loading.
You might look like me, but I know you're just a fake. Let's see which one of us is the fake then.
This contest is essentially to determine which one of you is the android. I think it's kind of obvious we both are. Okay, when playing as the overtly android, you have... Okay, let me get this guy some H things over here. I'm controlling both of them. I want him to have some rings, and I'll park his stupid ass right here. Okay, the overtly android one, they have built-in weapons. The one this one has, and the one next to it has, is a bazooka. So yeah, this gun is very powerful. It should be able to kill most things in one hit. Also, in the arena, there are normal enemies that carry weapons. They're essentially fodder, and pretty much their only point is to just be there. In this mode, you pretty much control as Shadow does normally, and yeah, even the androids control normally. So yeah, not much to know. By the way, there are various types of weapons and rifles and various stuff that's kind of awesome, so yeah, keep that in mind. However, like the normal Sonic game, you shouldn't... By the way, the only screen you really need to pay attention to is the one over here. That's the one active. So yeah, this is a mech suit. It doesn't really jump very high, but it can hover and blah blah blah, and then it has AA guns on it. So yeah, whatever. Mech suits have HP, by the way, so good for them. So, yeah, long story short, androids can't use weapons, but the two shadows, normal-looking shadows, can actually use all the weapon types and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, this mode is essentially just a battle mode, if that isn't painfully obvious. I know, I'm kind of redundant, but whatever. Thing is, like with all Sonic games, if you have at least one ring, you won't buy it. So, yeah. If I were to shoot him from here, all his rings go bye-bye. Now, if I were to walk up and, you know, execute shot him, look over here. Boom! He gets a ring. Now let's shoot him again. Hello there.
Get out of my sight, android.
That's the funniest thing about this mode. You can make him... It just never fails to make me amused, because he's like... He's clearly in robot, and he's like, "Get out of my sight, android." Which is hilarious when you're actually fighting the real-looking Shadow. So, yeah, in this mode, you effectively have... You have 5 androids and 1 real. This one, these 2 have machine guns. These 2 have the rocket launcher. These 2 are just normal. Not much more to be said, okay? That's pretty much Shadow the Hedgehog in a nutshell. It's not a great game. But it's not a terrible one at that. Ah, who am I kidding? It is a terrible game, but it's not as terrible as people make it sound. They just did so many things wrong that it's by default a bad game. The lack of true choice, the fact that all the levels become a slog of busy work, all the weapons, the fact that you don't even really need weapons when you're playing Shadow, because Shadow should just be able to shoot blasts of energy from his hand or force choke people. I don't think he ever force choked someone, but that'd be cool if he could. Like, grab someone and throw them. Long story short, there's so much they could have done better, but they could have done so much worse. I mean, really. At least this game is fast, and at least this game has some element of fun. I mean, I got a chuckle out of that android line, didn't I? So yeah, there is some element of fun, you just don't expect to go into it and find any, really. Long story short, I know I've said it a few times now, but this game, it's nowhere as bad as Sonic 06. And if you had the choice, if you were held at gunpoint, by Sega probably, and forced to buy, with their money, one of those two, either Sonic 06 or Shadow the Hedgehog, buy Shadow the Hedgehog. Seriously. It's not nowhere near as bad as Sonic 06. Then again, I would liken Sonic 06 to Natural Disasters level. Until next time, when I'll bring you something that isn't terrible, this is Glitch-172 signing off.